Welcome, everyone. This Chicago Bears preview edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by the SGPN app. Get all of our picks and podcasts for free with the SGPN app.
Hey, everybody, Jim McMahon here, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
The Bears.
The Bears.
You got a fresh haircut for the Bears. Oh, what do we got here? Go back on Sean real quick. Just talking to the camera real quick.
Okay.
We had a little power outage back here in the studio.
Oh, yes. Ryan forgot to turn the back TV on, but we are here talking all things Chicago Bears. We got a couple guests lined up. We also have a reminder, of course, get in on our jacket giveaway. Got a bunch of entries already. I think we'll reveal the jacket winner. We'll spin a wheel maybe. We'll see how many entries we get. We'll announce the winner, I feel like, on the Hall of Fame game. Good time to give away the jacket. So get in while you can. Free to enter as always. Only subscribers. So you got to be subscribed to the podcast. And of course, go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/jacket to submit your entry. Get one of these fine ass jackets. Cannot wait for that. And Ryan, of course,
yes,
as always, one word per episode. It is
Pizza Peel's in a lot of the shots lately.
Ryan briefly used the pizza peel as a guitar and then quickly backed off.
Well, it was just a tease for the YouTube audience.
Okay. Wedding is this episode's word. WEDDING. Okay.
You sure these in order? These are in order.
These are in order, Ryan, and hopefully you've been playing along at home. We got two guests for the Bears joining us first up. You know him from the chat, also the SGPN Tattoo Fantasy League. The one, the only Olan. Olan, what's happening, man?
What's going on, boys? How we doing tonight?
Oh,
Doing good.
well, hello, Olan.
Hello, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Green.
He's trying to. This isn't he's trying to be arousing. I think. Erotic, Olan.
No, honestly, there's some piece of shit in the chat calling me gay and Caleb Williams gay, and that dude can suck the fattest part of my ass. And fuck you, we're DGens, we're all inclusive. If you don't like it, shove on a fucking dick and die.
Wow,
so
you should
hey,
read the chat.
Welcome to the SGPN 2026 preview of the Chicago Bears. So, Crackhead Gambler, we're here to talk about you fucking your mom. And while we're on it, we're going to mention the phrase that pays, the tattoo of the day, and the fact that the Bears are going to fucking dominate.
I'm a little worried. It feels like Olan must be worried about the Bears this season. He's projecting pretty strongly.
Can't let
Kramer, are you or your team worried about CTE? I mean, that's y'all's biggest enemy right now.
I mean, look, he's coming with the insults right away. He must be worried about what people are saying about Caleb.
I've said this before. He could make out with the entire O line as long as he continues to win games like he does. Bear the fuck down. Who cares? Let's go.
That's right.
That would be an interesting touchdown celebration.
That'd be so good. Oh my god! He runs in the touchdown and like sits in the middle of the couch, and the O line's behind him, like that meme with the white girl.
Oh man! I mean, just Caleb taking his helmet off, making out with the center next to the stop.
You saw that.
When Drew Dahlman, he sees that happen, he's like, fuck, I retired. I could have had that.
That would
there was like a minor league baseball game where it was a fake fight that turned into the one dude making out with the other. That's pretty much what you're describing.
I've never seen that. Right?
I couldn't tell.
Funny.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was AI or if it was like a skit from like an improv group or what. But yeah, there are people in the crowd that did not find it funny. That's not a great place to debut two dudes making out on the mound.
let's start with Caleb Williams. What are your thoughts on Caleb Williams going in year 3? Had a nice jump up, but still, I would say, being fair, certainly a good season for Caleb Williams, but it seems like there's still some accuracy issues. Where are you at with Caleb there, Olan?
Caleb is a conundrum because a lot of the stuff that you think would be easy to a quarterback is hard for him.
Yeah.
And then he does shit where it's like, okay, I'm going to run around for 30 minutes and jump in the air like Jordan and throw a 60-yard bomb. I think you also have to figure the first year we had Matt Nagy, Shane Waldron, and then some other random douchebag as his offense. He had Ben Johnson this first year, and we all know the offense that Ben Johnson is going to run is going to be very complicated. It's going to be very in-depth. You're going to have to make a lot of calls at the line. And if you look at his numbers, the first half of the year versus the second half of the year, there was a complete improvement. I do think there is a part of him where I think he's worried about throwing picks. So sometimes he'll just throw it away and instead of trying to make that 50-50 ball. I think a lot of times he may try to throw it away instead of throwing a 50-50 ball because worried about getting a pick. But if you look at the fact that this is going to be his third year in this offense, you look at the relationship he's dealing with Luther, Rome was fully healthy, Colston Loveland has emerged as a fucking beast. I honestly think his ceiling is just going to continue to go up.
Yeah, hard not to be excited / optimistic about this offense, Kramer. I mean, the offensive line in a pretty good spot. I mean, they lost DJ Moore, but it seemed like they weren't using him really.
They didn't want DJ Moore. They wanted to get rid of DJ Moore.
The fact that we got a 2nd round pick for him is fucking incredible.
Bills needed a receiver, a little desperation there.
Yeah,
I think so. Olan, you get invited to a private. Hold on. You get invited to a party. It's in Caleb Williams' suite. You don't know anything else. What do you wear?
What do I wear?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how committed are you to the Bears?
I would probably wear my Walter Payton jersey, which I have right now. I would wear a hat. I would wear jeans stuffed with a bunch of that, the best sticky icky that I have, and a few vapes. Nice. And you know what? Maybe if I'm feeling really good, I may have a few Addies in the pocket as well. We'll get it done. No more shake powder though. That stuff makes you stiff all night. And the wife starts wondering what's going on. Like, why do you have allergies all of a sudden? Like, I don't know. I'm just up for 2 days. I got to blow my nose.
All right.
He's optimistic about the offense and Caleb. It sounds like.
Yeah, I
think it's going to be a huge step. I mean, everything last year again. you would honestly make the argument that last year was his rookie year. I mean, he dealt with so much bullshit in year one, dude. And it was awful. And he's made those strides. And I love the video that recently came out. I think it was OTAs or whatever. Burden jumped off sides and Caleb just went fucking scorched earth in the entire offense. He is developing into a leader. And that's something we've never had. Is the Bears. And like the pickups we made, I love getting Dylan and defense. If you look at a lot of our losses last year, especially the losses we've had against the Packers, it's always when they get that fucking deep man in that cover too. Randall Cobb, all that, they always expose over the top of the two safeties. He goes deep on it. And now that we got that speed back there and we got the Kobe Bryant, who's not in the helicopter back there as well, it's that secondary is going to be great. And I'm just, it's really funny. This is the first year in about 10 years I did not give a fuck about the draft because my team didn't have a top 5 pick. And I'm like, yeah, whoever we get, it'll be fine. We'll just see what happens. So,
yeah, I do like the Dylan Thiedemann pickup. All right, we'll get a final score prediction from you, but we got to talk about this sweet badass tattoo from the SGPN 2025-26 Fantasy Football League.
Well, there are spots available, I understand, in the tattoo league.
We have 2 spots available. The buy-in used to be $350, but I'm sure, as we all know, the economy right now is ass. So we have dropped it down to $200. And the payout structure is going to be, all right, so it's 10 players, $200 buy-in. First place gets $1,000. Second gets $700. Third gets $300. Loser gets a tattoo, which Sean and Ryan do pay for. We're trying to set the limit at about $250 to $300, depending on where you go to get it. Mine was $250. I mean, obviously, you look at the tattoo quality; it's great. Honestly, I know a lot of people who like to do it. They also like to split. In that case, it would be $850 for first and second, $300 for third. Get in the league; it's fun as hell. Destroy, who set it up, is not going to be running it this year. So Bitcoin, Shaman's going to take over. Oh shit, Dick Puncher just entered the chat. You know what, crackhead gambler? I don't care that you're a homophobic piece of shit. I'm concentrating on the fucking cheese guy now. But we have 2 spots. The league's fun as hell. Come get in it. Honestly, if I have to get another tattoo, it's going to be on my ass.
Great stuff, Olan.
Dick Puncher's like, look at it. That's the first show you have been on. And I know because Mike has been tagging your ass in every episode.
Let's go. Shout out to Mike as well.
Yes.
All right,
Mike,
let's talk win totals and bets, baby. Come on.
Sure.
What do you got?
Great stuff.
Final score prediction.
Final score. What do you have them going this season?
12-5. They go 3-1 the first quadrant because I do think the Eagles get their win back. They go 3-1 the second quadrant because we have to play both the Patriots and the Seahawks. I think there's a chance we lose one of those. Third quadrant, I'm trying to remember who we had because they're due to remember. We play the Saints, Lions, Jags, and Dolphins. I could see either the Lions getting the win at home or the Jags. And then the very last quadrant, I think we're going to go 3-2. I think we're going to sweep the Packers. We're going to sweep the Vikings. We're going to split with the Lions. And Bears end up going 12-5.
So you got him going over 9.5 wins.
Oh,
how far?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have them winning the NFC North? How far do you have this Bears team going?
I have money on them to win the North. I have money on them to win the NFC. I have money on them to win the Super Bowl. I have Caleb to win MVP. Fun bets. Luther Burden, I have over his receiving yards. I also have him to lead the league in receiving. Now, keep in mind, y'all, I live in Texas, which means we don't have legalized gambling, weed, healthcare, or good education. But I have Luther Burden to lead. I have a bookie. I have Luther Burden to lead the league in receiving. I have that at 80-1, so 10 to pay 800. I have I couldn't find it because I do not have it again with my book. Dylan Thiedemann, Rookie of the Year. I think if he could pull 3 or 4 picks, which is very possible given the type of defense that we play, you could probably get really bonkers odds on him. And I think that would be a very interesting sprinkle. I also do have the Bears, a small bet on them going 5-0 the first 5 games, because the only game they have that I think will be problems is against the Eagles, unless, of course, the Eagles decide to be what they were last year, which was shitbirds instead of actual Eagles.
Thieneman 20-1 rookie.
Thieneman 20-1. Luther.
Oh, I'm sorry, defensive
81.
rookie or defensive. I was okay, 21.
We got
that's
you.
That's not bad. When I win when I win the phrase of the day contest about, I'll tell you, it's gonna be something about Adam Sandler officiating weddings.
Well, he's trying to guess.
He's done it more in the past 20 years than Cowboys have won playoff games. It's gonna be some fucking mixture of that.
Not your first year listening to the show.
So you think the phrase that pays connects to us not liking the Cowboys? All right.
I also know was last year it started out with Boys to Men, Mariah Carey, and I'm like, why does Troy Aikman suck? Where the fuck did this come from?
All right, Olan.
Good shit.
Good stuff.
See you on the chat.
I love you all. Chat, whatever. Crackhead, dude. Get over your fucking shit. Tech Puncher, I love to hate you. My kid owned him last year on Twitter. My kid sent a video telling him fuck the Packers. It's like, was that your nephew? I'm like, dude, I'm 40. I got a 10-year-old. I love you all. I love DJs. Smash the like, support it. We need more people in the Tattoo League. Tell Sean and Ryan that you want more Olan on here. Let's fucking go. Terrell, respond to my email about the WNBA. I made $700 last night on pick 6, WNBA picks. I'm going to run my life and I want to gamble. Let's fucking go.
Well, that's how
great,
you. That's
great
how
way
we
to
end
end
it.
the segment.
That's,
Thank you, Olan.
We perfectly nailed that.
Okay.
Olan, legend, and you're gonna want to tune into the pre and post game show, where I'm sure Olan will be calling in this season.
Oh yes, love the pregame show, postgame show, where we open up the phone lines to all the D-gens. Okay, Kramer. Let's shout out to Underdog, and then we'll get our boy J Mark on to talk more Chicago Bears. Went up to 5,000 extra money with Underdog Fantasy. Kramer, I realize I gotta get more of these best ball entries. I feel like I'm slacking this year. New customers pay just $5, get $50 in bonus funds on top of it. Underdog, great place to just get involved in your spreads, money lines, totals, parlays. Available in California, Texas, all over this great nation, even Canada. Check your jurisdictions. T's and C's do apply. But love me some Underdog. And we talk about week 1, Ryan, in the National Football League. Anything jumping out at you for Bears Panthers week 1?
Other than, well, we haven't heard my opinion yet on the Bears, but I think I'm gonna like the Bears.
Yeah, the defense could be really bad. I think the offense could be really good, but obviously the red flag of the turnovers and them relying on it. Colston Loveland, what do you think his receiving yards is set at, Ryan?
Should be in the 40s.
56.5.
Wow.
Which is high, but I love me some Colston Loveland.
I'd take the receivers over that.
Yeah, maybe just Colston Loveland to get in the end zone. A lot of ways to get down over on Underdog. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds for new customers. Use that promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by our buddies over on Kalshi. We got a new offer here over on Kalshi. Kramer, you can pull up that graphic. Appreciate it. Cause Kalshi, they got everything available in a ton of states. And I've been finally fired a little bit here on JJ McCarthy to be the week 1 starter. I've seen enough. The other one that's been really fun is the Browns starting quarterback week 1. I've been tracking this market because Shedeur Sanders is making a run here. It seemed like it was Deshaun.
Oh, I'm rad that I didn't get a piece.
Now I missed it because I was sitting here even earlier today. I was going to fire. Now Shedeur is up to 70% chance to win the job. Obviously, the odds are always changing because it's a dynamic market over on Kalshi. And now Kalshi, trade $25 and get up to $500. Trade using our code SGPN. Get in there. T's and C's do apply with Kalshi. Check out all your local restrictions, whatever.
They're gonna be so bad.
Promo code SGPN. Okay, Kramer, let's bring on our buddy from Old Fashioned Football, the one, the only, Justin Mark, aka J Mark. J Mark, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Going well. Going well. We got to talk to Olan. Shot out of a cannon, Olan. Now, energy shift here with J-Mark
I mean,
as far as the spectrum of intensity when it comes to Bears fans.
I want to apologize. I think Olan might have been lying about the nose beers, the shed powder. He said no more shed powder. I don't know about that. He was very angry at the chat. There was a little bit of back and forth there. I'm just saying he might have been dishonest with the audience.
Well, this gentleman, I can certify J-Mark. He's not on anything. Maybe a little bit of whiskey, but just J-Mark. Good to have you on here. Let's talk about the Chicago Bears. 11-6 last year. Kramer, you and I both had the Bears going over. Went on a little bit of a late run there. They won their first playoff game, then gave the Rams all they could handle. That was just, I mean, both playoff games were epic. They come back against Green Bay and then the cover against the Rams, but they still lost.
It's possible that I'm a little bit sensitive to this topic, but I feel like this is the off season of telling quarterbacks that can do stuff out of structure. It's bad that they do it so well out of structure because it makes their in structure game not look as good. I've seen critiques about Caleb Williams in this regard. Obviously, like I was mentioning, Jackson Dart. I mean, Jalen Hurts gets this from time to time. I've never noticed it so much as being good at out of structure as a negative when talking about a quarterback.
Well, it's impressive. It's impressive you crowbar Jackson Dart into the episode.
Thank you. And when I think about Caleb Williams, I think about when you're a dude that can do something that no one else maybe no one else in the league. I mean, that throw in the playoffs,
that was insane.
Maybe, I mean, I'll throw Josh Allen and say he can probably make that throw too. But, and then on top of that, I think Caleb Williams became very self-aware of what he is last year. I think Ben Johnson, strong accountability engineer, and love the idea of a coach going into his second year, having a full off season. Again, a player taking accountability, coming into camp. Again, everyone's in the best shape of their life. He came in lighter, wants to be a little bit more mobile. I think just again, these quarterbacks going into the second year, and in Caleb's case, it's probably the healthiest off season.
He's third year for Caleb.
Yeah. Second year in the offense though. And the point being, it's the first healthy off season he's really had as a pro. And I think you can measure how much he got better at the end of the year, and you can throw a wet blanket on it if you want to say, oh, it was unsustainable play, throw the turnover shit in there, whatever. They're not going to win all these close games, but also he showed the offense clearly grew. There was a clear crescendo to their graph, and the quarterback specifically started figuring some shit out. And so I don't know how you can be. I understand the regression case for this team, but sometimes you have to look at the quarterback and say, okay, that's going to make it hard to regress too much. Now the offensive line can completely break down, whatever.
Let's stay on the topic of the quarterback, Caleb Williams. J-Mark, you famously said you'd rather have Justin Fields and to build around him. Do you have you
don't remind me?
Have you conceded that you may have been wrong about wanting to keep Justin Fields? Where are you at with Caleb Williams, assuming you're all in here?
Yeah, even in the first year, I said I feel like a fucking idiot for thinking that. I mean, come on. I mean, just some of the throws he makes. No, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. You saw him grow in the offense. You saw him become more comfortable, take more lead. You're going to see even more of that going into year two. Now that he has a whole off season in this offense, he's been working a lot more. And one of the things I know you guys mentioned kind of earlier in the show is passing completion percentage. He actually led the league in throwaways. Now I know you think, a lot of people think that's not a great thing. You don't want him throwing the ball, but he limits mistakes. He limits mistakes a lot. And that's important for a quarterback, especially when he can throw like Caleb Williams can throw.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's the self-awareness hopping
in there. Yeah. I think one, you say he led the league in thrown away. I mean, year one, he got sacked 68 times and then knocked it all the way down to 24 times. So he's done a very good job of just simply not getting sacked. Now, on top of that, you could look at this as a negative or a positive. He increases accuracy a decent amount percentage wise, whatever advanced numbers you want to look at from year 1 to year 2. But on top of that, there's still a lot of room for growth. You know, coming into last year, they wanted to complete 70%. He didn't get anywhere close to that. He had 58.1% completion percentage, lowest of a team making the playoffs since 2012. And he still had a very good year. What I'm getting at is I think with Caleb Williams, he kind of let some of the meat on the bone there as far as like, there's more within that offense even. And you imagine year 2 in the Ben Johnson offense, he'll be more comfortable. To Kramer's point, in general, 7 fourth quarter comebacks, that's going to be a little tough to replicate, but they were great with the explosive plays, had a ton of those, as you would imagine.
Yeah, but real quick, like some of those comebacks were early in the season. I'm not necessarily counting the Raiders or the Redskins game as to why I think this team was clearly getting better at the end.
Yeah.
I think some of those some of the stats around the close games, it's like, yes, and it's explainable. It's not as random as a team just falling into a spot. It's a team that, like, they were trying to do some shit. They weren't very good at it. They were getting a little bit lucky at the beginning of the season, and then stuff started happening. And now they might have the combination of like a really hard to stop offense with really hard to stop players and a quarterback that can make every throw. So
yeah. And now the regression stuff, I think to me is going to happen on the defensive side. They were plus 22 in turnover differential. I mean, but it was the ultimate, just, not good at yards, not good at whatever, but they kept getting out of bad situations with turnovers. And not only that, but like creating positive scoring off of turnovers. They were awesome at that. They led the league in 33 takeaways. 15 of those, Kevin Byard and Nashawn Wright, they're gone. So on top of just regression, some of the guys that were leading the team in getting those turnovers, they're out the window. J Mark, are you worried about the defense? Cause I think if you're down on the Bears, it has to be like, hey, the turnovers we relied on last year, we're not going to get those. We're not going to lead the league in fumble luck this year. And that's where maybe things don't break their way. Tougher schedule on top of that as well. J Mark, where are you at with the Bears defense?
Yeah, sure. And just kind of piggybacking off the regression thing, can they make these comebacks? They shouldn't have to make as many comebacks, right? Do I think they can keep that luck? No, but I think the defense will be a little bit better. Dennis Allen is really smart of using his guys, and they got faster. Kobe Bryant, Dylan Thieneman, Devin Bush, Jalen Johnson is healthy.
Yeah.
They're going to be faster. Now I know they led the league in takeaways. That'll probably regress, but they were 23rd in the league in points allowed, 21 in EPA rating, 27th in sack rate. I think you see a little positive regression from those, and it evens out some. I do think the defense will be better. I'm not as worried about it.
So you think they're going to be able to get a pass rush this year? Because outside of Montez Sweat, it seems like they might be a little thin. Are you worried about getting to the quarterback, J Mark?
I'm not. I think actually Dylan Thieneman is, if you can find any sack number on him, I think that's going to be sneaky for the safety blitz. I think Dennis Allen's going to use him in a variety of different ways. And then when, I always do the 7-round mock draft for the Sports Gambling Podcast Network's website. I had Austin Booker, right?
Sorry.
I had Austin Booker getting drafted by the Bears. They drafted him. He's a guy that I believe in, and I think is going to take a massive step forward this year.
All right, so a couple of things. Again, I want to pick apart this. I've heard everyone with the same argument, and this is a pro Bears take, but the schedule and the turnovers.
Yes.
Let's look at those turnovers. Through their first 8 games, the Bears defense had turned opponents over already 18 times. Again, early season, they were turning the shit over. Now you look at the last 5 games, 1-3, 1-1-1. Sure, that's good. They're still turning. It's not crazy. You look at the close games, same thing. A lot of wins early, but look at the last games. Okay, in the playoffs, they lose a close game against the Rams. They win a close game against the Packers. They lose to Detroit, close game. They lose to the Niners, close game. They win the overtime game against Green Bay, and they lose the Green Bay game, which is a close game. So this is the end of the season. They're losing all these close games when they're getting better as a team. Again, you could really talk about how a little of this regression occurred in season. Maybe not the turnovers all the way, but there were a lot of turnovers early in the season, that little 4-game win streak. So I'm willing to look past it a little bit, and I'm especially willing to look past the advanced numbers on Caleb, because I think just seeing what that last 4 to 6
he's
games,
trending in the right direction.
even that loss against the Niners, just, things where you're like, man, they're just figuring this out. This could be a lot different. And they have the pieces, like they have the weapons. There's no, but if they had,
well, this, and not to bring in another team, but I mean, look what Caleb Williams did in his 2 playoff games. Obviously that great comeback win against Green Bay, and then gave the Rams everything he could.
This is a Herbert comment.
Where has Herbert come anywhere close to anything like that? And people want to, any of the quarterback lists, Herbert's above Caleb Williams.
Well, he doesn't get the out of off script comment or neg. No one says.
I guess I haven't heard that. That's not. Maybe your radar's finally tuned to off script play stuff. I haven't. To me, the main critique of Caleb Williams, which I think is a critique, but I think it's fair because it's improved significantly from year 1 to year 2, that you can be optimistic about. Year 3 is the accuracy. Olan kind of nailed it. Like he hits these crazy throws, but then misses on some easier ones.
It's always the footwork. It's always the mechanic. When you're that good and you've never had, like, imagine being Caleb Williams and being able to throw the ball anywhere on a football field, where even in college, it doesn't matter. Your technique does not matter. And you get to the NFL and it finally matters a little bit. So you practice it for a year and a half. You get a good coach. He actually drills, and now you get this off season. And even the way that he talks, again, I watch a lot of these quarterbacks talking, and it's not that he's not being like overly confident. He's not saying anything overly confident, but you can see in his demeanor that he understands that this is a very, very like possible season for the Bears and for him. And I think I'm pretty, I'm willing to look past the bad defense too. I do think it helps with some of the props, but
the defense could be tough. I think if they go under 9 wins, if this season goes off the rails, it's because of the defense. But then you look at the other teams in my mind, they're, Vikings are kind of a little bit off, and Green Bay and Detroit, similar issues, right? Green Bay, you saw what their defense was when they didn't have Micah Parsons, and then Detroit, their defense is in very rough shape. So
roll the ball out on the field. Who wins in a shootout? That's what this division has turned into. Yeah,
it does seem like it's the NFC North division has turned into kind of a shootout division,
and the defensive team plays in a dome. So go figure. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the other comment I would make about the close games bit. Who plays in close games? Teams with bad defenses.
There you go.
But you still got to outscore this team, and I do think they're very much going to threaten to lead the league in scoring and all that stuff.
All right, let's walk through the Chicago Bears schedule. Kramer, where are we at? And do the odds.
9.5 wins, as we mentioned, which my initial gut reaction was like, okay, that's a serious number. Minus 120 to the under, so maybe a little bit of a buyback, as they say. I know they've been this was 8.5 earlier in the process, I'm pretty sure, but they were a popular team. Maybe they're getting bet against a little bit now. Make playoffs is minus 110. Minus 108. Miss is minus 110. Well, that must be some low vig there. Plus 305 for the division. 1250 for the conference. Super Bowl is 25-1. Comical how much some of these odds have dropped since open back in February, Sean. We'll talk about this later when we make some bets. Anything else you want to touch on with the schedule before we get into it? It's a hard schedule. It's an easy schedule. No, hard schedule.
Hard schedule.
It's a good rest situation.
They have the number 1 net rest edge, if you're a fan of that, but they're by win totals 5th hardest schedule.
I saw the net rest thing, and it was like some teams, it's like hidden among this. This isn't a schedule where you're like, wow, they really got hooked up. In my opinion, they also have 7 primetime or standalone spots, just like the Cowboys. So tied for first so far in terms of teams we've broken down. They are in the NFC, so 9 home games 8 road, and they are favored 12 times, Sean. So maybe Olan's prediction of 12-5 was not that crazy. First 4 at Carolina, which I assume Carolina will have revenge game circled for the Bears in perpetuity since they traded Caleb Williams and a lot of other stuff for Bryce Young. Minnesota, Philly, and the Jets all come to town. My God, Sean, is this a nice start to the schedule?
Yeah, but
I'm listening.
At Carolina, Ryan, they're laying 2.5 points on the road. Everyone's going to be smashing the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Isn't that the trap? It's going to be hot and humid. It's going to be the trappiest of all traps.
You're laying down your Carolina's humid groundwork already.
And then we got the Philadelphia Eagle.
It is humid in Illinois too. For
not like Carolina. Eagles, as Olan expected, going to get their lick back. They have that game circled.
Monday night, Soldier Field. Come on.
Love the Eagles in that spot.
Do you?
Yes. Vikings and Jets at home. You like them there, but I don't know. J Mark, what are you doing here? What do you got them going?
Easy.
2-2, 4-0,
4-0. Now,
4-0. Wow.
I am high on the Panthers this year,
but
they're not going to win this game. 4-0.
I'll be honest.
Home dogs.
Full disclosure, that Jets dog spot is going to be a juicy sandwich spot to maybe take the points with the Jets. Yeah, this is 4-0. What are we talking about? I could be conservative and say 3-1, but fuck that. I like Olan said.
I don't. You're not worried about at Carolina week 1.
Oh, of course I am.
Okay.
Of course I am.
You're not worried.
You're
about the
absolutely
Eagles. Revenge game.
I'm a little less worried about the Eagles, if I got to be honest.
Really? Okay.
Sources close to the situation seem a little concerned about the early development of the offense.
Really?
I just not my word. Sources.
Okay.
Sources.
Can I get him 3-1?
Has Jalen got his first training camp touchdown yet?
No.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
You guys practice every day too?
Not every day.
Okay.
No. I'll go 4-0 is insane. I'll go 3-1.
Caleb's got some training camp touchdowns, right? J Mark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Sean being the pessimist on the show.
Keep counting your training camp touchdowns.
What do you mean? We're talking wins and losses here.
Yeah.
You're being the pessimist. J Mark and I are being the optimist. Next 4.
Oh, this is a tough stretch.
This is a tough stretch. At Green Bay, at Atlanta, New England at home, at Seattle. They could win all these games too, J Mark.
Kramer, wow. What are you doing here, Kramer? 4-0 again?
I mean, is Micah Parsons back yet? If not, I don't like the Jordan Love led bad offensive line in a shootout against the Bears. Bears might have taken that too. Now Packers owned them for a long time. Bears might be taking that one. The Falcons, I probably should go double check who I have for the Falcons in this one, because I am a little optimistic on the Falcons, but I like Caleb in the dome. New England's an interesting one, but shootout against Drake May, Caleb's got to be better there, even though it's a short week. And then Seattle's a tough one. I'll say 3-1. 3-1.
3-1.
3-1.
Wow. J Mark, what do you got the Bears doing?
Yeah, I'm also going 3-1 as well. They're going to cash the 5-0, which is 9-1.
Yeah,
go 5-0. So get that in. They're going to beat the Packers. Going to beat the Falcons. They're going to beat the Patriots one is tough for me. But I think they beat them. And then Seattle, even though I think they're going to regress, it's hard to go to Seattle and win. So I think they lose that one.
You guys are.
What do you mean?
I think you're a little in over your skis on the defense. I'm gonna go 2-2.
I just think they're going to be scoring like 40 points a game.
Okay.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which defense is slowing them down?
Seattle,
Eagles, maybe.
Eagles.
Yeah, Seattle.
I think Green Bay in Lambeau's. It's tough to rack up a bunch of points
Early in the season without Micah Parsons.
Well, I think Micah Parsons might be playing by week 5.
Okay.
So again, 2-2. They might win that Green Bay game.
2-2.
Yeah.
Can you just real quick recap where we at?
You're 7-1. J Mark's 7-1. I'm 5-3.
Okay. Next 4, Tampa comes to town. So a back-to-back teams against what Green Bay, Tampa Bay back-to-back. That's always strange when they do that. Then they get the bye week. Then they got the Saints coming to town. For a team that leads the league in net rest, this is the only game where they have a +7 rest advantage. They basically just don't really have any negative rest spots all season. Another reason why I love them. But in this spot, they do have the Saints coming off the bye. Then at Detroit and Jacksonville at home, I will be observing a chop against the Lions. I'll announce the other teams later. I think the Jags week 13. Nah, well,
you gotta give it a Jags.
Jags. Well, the Thursday night game, they're coming off Thanksgiving, so they'll have extra rest there. Bears are 3-1. I might be giving out too many wins here.
I'm going to go 2-2 here. I say we drop at Detroit. And then the Jacksonville one, I think we lose that one. It's going to be interesting, especially since the media is playing into, Liam Cohen saying all he sees on the NFL's website is Caleb Williams. And the media really likes to play into that one, but it's going to create this whole which team can win type of thing. But I'll say 2-2.
Yeah, I'm going 2-2, and I feel pretty good about this Bears team at 7-5. Because I'm with Kramer in that I like the offense, but the defense is still somewhat suspect and going to be a cause for concern. But all right, J Mark's 9-3. Kramer, the
just double checking. I did have the Jags losing this game.
Okay.
To the yeah, I'm really I'm doing this really well by memory. I feel like in the years past I would have had way too many wins. Last 5 at Miami.
You're probably just cheating with AI.
No, absolutely not.
100%.
No, very faithful to AI. Week 14 at Miami.
AI you programmed AI to tell you the Giants are going to be awesome this year. It just tells you what you want to hear about Jackson.
Actually, that's not true.
Really?
AI doesn't know. AI does not feed me what I want. I tell him, you know what? That's a great handicap. AI, throw it in the trash. I'm not using it. At Buffalo, week 15, Green Bay. Home.
You missed at Miami too.
No, I didn't. That was the first one I said. Green Bay at home, Detroit at home, at Minnesota. This is just like the static noise on the show yesterday. So I actually went back and listened. The chat can go F themselves. They were making it up. No, I'll concede that the intro
music was out.
Correct. But then it came on for Brandon Jacobs, and then the staticky stuff that they were reporting throughout the beginning of the show, complete bullshit. So happy to report that the chat's mostly full of shit. At Miami, at Buffalo, Green Bay, Detroit, at
3
home,
road
at Minnesota.
Games. Oh wow, this is tough.
The Green Bay game is on Christmas Day, which is fun.
Yeah. Soldier Field, Christmas Day. I bet you're excited when they're going to get that dome built, J Mark.
Oh, why are you bringing that up?
Don't get me started.
But
I don't know if I've hung out with Colby too much, but I the fact that they're going to the dome.
Are they gonna keep the stadium in Chicago, or are you gonna be the Indiana Bears? What's the latest on the stadium?
I mean, Illinois is a bunch of idiots for letting them go to Indiana, which I think is what's going to happen. I don't think that's that big of a deal as a lot of people are making it. I mean, that's closer to Chicago than Arlington Heights, which is where the other location was. But do I like it? No. Do I think they should continue to play in Soldier Field? Yes. But the NFL wants to make their money. The owners want to make their money. I get it.
I would say, yeah, you want to look at a map. It was less offensive to me once I looked at a map. 2, you want to have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, your team doesn't play in New York, so you get it.
Yeah. Whatever you want to bring up there, Sean.
I'm saying it's a good example of you're called the New York Giants. You don't play in New York.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and much closer to New York than most of New York.
Yes,
but
not in New York.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's New York metropolitan.
I mean, J Mark, do you not see the comparisons of?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Your team is called Chicago.
Now,
you don't play in Chicago.
And you know what? I'm not going to finish the audience doesn't get to hear the rest of the point now.
What was the point?
No, it was making fun of the city of Chicago.
Okay. What do you?
I'll save it to the end of the show now. They got to stay and listen.
Okay. Good tease.
Well, I was going to point out another thing the city of Chicago has done that was very stupid.
What's that?
Well, I'll tell everyone at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good tease.
No, it's not really a tease. It's a punishment,
Okay.
especially for the chat. Your precious chat.
What? The last 5 games.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, Kramer?
Well, the chop's happening. I think I have to do. I think I'm gonna have the Packers get swept by the Bears, which feels. The model shocked me, just like it shocked me with.
Well, Dick Puncher is gonna come on with his cheese hat and he's gonna punch you in your dick, Ryan.
It is gonna be. There is gonna have to be some.
Your dick's gonna be sore.
There is gonna have to be some accountability. They lose the Vikings. They lose the Bills. They win the other 3. 3-2.
3-2. Closing out.
Is
the
that
last
too
5.
strong?
13-4. So it's them and the Giants going 13-4.
Oh, is that
total? Or no, I think you had Giants maybe 14-3.
No.
So, J Mark, what
13-4. 13-4.
So
wow, that was organic.
You have to figure out the tiebreaker.
That's going to be different
for the 1 seed. J Mark, what do you like here? Last 5 games.
I mean, I can tell Kramer must feel really bad that I've been sick as shit. This is the most positive Bears talk I think I've heard from him since I've listened
cheering
to
you
guys. I think 3-2 here. I had him beating Green Bay earlier. I do think they split that series, so I say they lose here. I think they lose to Buffalo. So 3-2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go 3-2 at Miami. That's they could surprise some people. At Buffalo.
I hope you're right about Miami, Sean.
Yeah. What? I realize I am going to get a paper ticket on them winning the division. 100-1 to win the division is stupid. I don't care if it wins. I'm going to tie it to a bunch of other shit too.
All right.
Oh man, if Miami they just got to win that first game, I'm going to be so vindicated.
I'm going to be on the Raiders.
I know you are. It's the biggest sweat of a 3-point dog in a meaningless game ever. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. At Miami, they'll most likely win that game. At Buffalo, I think you got to probably give that one to the Bills. That being said, I think they beat Miami, and I think they win 2 of the 3 division games here. So maybe they don't win both home games. Maybe they win the home games, lose the road game. Whatever combo is there, I think they close out 2-1 to go 10-7. So we'll talk best bets here. Kramer's got him going 13-4, leader in the clubhouse. J Mark's got him going 12-5. I'm down a little bit. I got them going 10-7.
And you're still over.
And I'm still over. I was the hater of this group.
Wow.
Was just talking about the Chicago Bears. You can bet on the Chicago Bears circa. Kramer, are you going to Chicago Bears week 1 survivor on the road favorite against the Panthers? Great way to separate yourself from the field. I'll tell you one team that will not refuse to put in survivor is going to be the Lions week 1. With that defense against the Saints, no, thank you. I think that I'm going to be on the Saints getting 7 points. I'm pretty sure. And, I think they might be live there. So excited.
Betting on Scott Tolzien week 1, huh?
Yeah. He's never screwed me in week 1. Well, actually Scott Tolzien owes me $1 million. So one way
was that,
so that makes me think, right. This is how the story comes full circle.
Oh, wow.
I play a Millie Maker with Tyler Shuck in there, which I like that matchup. And then this
I thought
is
you were
how
gonna
I
do
end
some
up,
angels in the outfield shit where he has to come in the game.
No, no, but then I'd have to be on Jared Goff, so that won't happen. No, he coaches up Tyler Shuck, and I get redeemed by winning $1 million. Speaking of winning millions, you can do it in the Circuit contest, Circuit Survivor, $20 million up for grabs. How dumb would you feel if you won your Office Survivor pool and you weren't also in Circuit Survivor, where you could win 20 million guaranteed? Circa Million, plenty of there to win guaranteed cash. Circa Grandissimo. That's for the big dogs, but come hang out with us. Contest sign up weekend, August 27th through the 29th. Sign up for the contest. Use our promo code SGP15, 15% off your room. And if you're playing in the contest, you're going to need a proxy. Trust me. Go to footballcontest.com, promo code SGPN, get your $50 off your proxy fees. I saw someone listening in Australia. We've had guys from Australia enter the contest. Again, sign up in Vegas, play from anywhere with footballcontest.com, promo code SGPN, get your $50 off the proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig means reduced juice. If you got an odds screen, Novig has some of the best prices in the market. Love me some Novig. Great NFL Week 1 prices. Download the Novig app and get 100% purchase match up to $25 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN.
Would you like? We should let J Mark go first.
Yes. J Mark, you're on the clock here. What are your best bets here for the Chicago Bears in 2026? And of course, tune in. J Mark and his wife Miranda talk whiskey, football on the Old Fashioned Football Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. J Mark, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, we got that new segment, wife approved bets.
Let's go.
She did approve all of these just because they're Bears bets, but that's not always the case. So tune in to see that. I already gave out Bears to start 5-0, 9-1. So I'll go on to my favorite fast futures bet, Colston Loveland, who caught 3 touchdowns in training camp on Friday. I know it's just training camp, but they are making a point to target this guy. He exploded in the second half of the season. Colston Loveland, most receiving touchdowns after 3 weeks, is 50-1.
Hold on.
That's gonna be a nice one that hits for you.
That's pretty juicy. Well, and honestly, the fast futures for the touchdowns, I know I'm saying it, which means it's not going to happen, but with touchdowns, don't you think there's like a great chance this chops with like, I mean, Ryan, what do you think how many touchdowns do you have after 3 weeks to be leading? It's probably like 4 touchdowns.
Someone will pop their head up with like 4 to 5. It will be like more than one. I like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
first 3 weeks, right?
You got to try these long shot because there's a good chance you could win. You could probably chop with 3.
So
do you think there's a chance he has a 3 touchdown game?
Colston Loveland?
Because for him to have the first 3 touchdown receiving game of the season is 80-1.
No, I'm not betting that. No, certainly
just asking questions.
Certainly it's possible. I mean, you remember
just asking questions.
I got to go back. I'm blanking off the top of my head, but like the Bucks were a very bad touchdown to the tight end. There was a couple like teams that were just horrible. Bengals, I feel like were horrible against the tight end.
Yeah, the Bears go against both the Eagles and the Vikings, so that would be the difficulty.
Oh yeah, I can't get excited about this. Yeah, sorry. This is actually, now that I think about this, is a horrible bet.
Come on, you're
Bengals have allowed 16 touchdowns to the tight end.
Yeah.
So
generational wealth derived from the Bengals defense. Although they're going to be better this year, I've been told.
Bengals play the Bucks, Texans, and Steelers first 3 weeks. So maybe
Kate Otten 2 touchdowns. Load it up now.
Kate Otten. Yeah. Kate Otten might be fun in this market. Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Yeah. No worries.
But I like fading the Bengals against the tight end again this year. So all right, so you got the fast future there. That's a fun one. Colston Loveland, most receiving touchdowns first 3 weeks. Bears 5-0 at 9-1, over 9.5 wins. That makes sense. What else you doing, J Mark?
Obviously they're going to win the division, but my easiest bet here, Bears to have more regular season wins than the Packers, plus 145. Fuck Green Bay.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, the have more wins than a specific team is so fun. It kind of makes me want to just load up a bet every single team against the Cowboys.
All right, so real quick, so the division price, it essentially implies like 25% of this time they win the division. Does that not seem?
Is that what plus 305 works out to?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
Is that so? Think of 3-1 is like 1/4, so 25%. So why? That seems low to me, even if you're a regression honk.
Yeah, as the regression honk of the group,
3rd place in the division is what the odds have them finishing.
I will take them to win the NFC North at 3-1. And this is, as we walk through it, I only have them going 10-7, but I think the NFC North could be the NFC South was last year. Now, not quite as bad with the team getting in at 8-9, but all these teams have defenses that could be real liabilities.
Yeah.
Now, I think you will see the NFC North version. Would I be if the Bears are 10-7 and win the tiebreaker against the Lions, who are 10-7, and then Green Bay's 9-8, and then we got Minnesota 4th place. I don't think I put it this way. It just seems like way more of a toss up between them, Green Bay, and Detroit than giving them 3-1. That seems that seems a little high.
We'll discuss it when we get to the Packers, but to me, it's like you have I think the top tier is not 3 teams where the market says it is 3 teams. I think the Packers are not on the same level as the Lions and the Bears. And so already putting them down there with the Vikings. Yeah, I'll concede they're probably like somewhat tightly knit as a division. I still think it's crazy that we're able to get a 3-1 price on them to win the division. I know our friend Rosenberg would say you play division futures in season because you get a better price. I think you could have gotten like 50-1 on the Bears. What was the longest their division price was last year at the bottom there after the first couple of weeks. But yeah, no, it's hard to. I like the 9-1, by the way. Put me on the 5-0, 9-1. Although J Mark, do you like 5-0, 9-1 better, or do you like last undefeated team at 18-1 better? Or wait, let me double check that price.
So J Mark, real quick though, did you have any other plays you wanted to give out?
Those are my main ones. I will. I hate to steal a play, but Mike and Matt on VSiN, I talked with them yesterday. Threw out Luther Burden most receiving yards after 3 weeks, 65-1. Gotta love that as well because I think he's going to explode this year.
I like these. Strong homer plays. Excuse me, 16-1. Bears last undefeated team. Do you like that better or the +9? Would you rather? I guess you can ladder it. But what are the chances 5-0 gets you the last undefeated team, Sean?
5 you probably need to win more than that.
6-0. I mean, it's not teams going past 6-0 is pretty rare, and so you're not. You know what? I'll play both. I'll play it like a ladder because I think they start hot, and I'll concede if they do have. If you're right about their record, Sean, I think it's a lot of the back half does get tricky.
Yeah.
But I do like
the first half is pretty manageable.
I do like their ability to, and if I'm going to play the Eagles, I want to play them early with this new offense. I think that is the kind of thing you would prefer to get earlier than late. Same with Minnesota. Like if Kyler's going to be out there, I want him early. And so I think you can kind of talk your way around that. So I'll join J Mark on the 5-0 at 9-1. I'll also take the last undefeated team at 16-1. Sean, back when we opened our MVP or our futures discussions, and we're discussing MVP. Shout out to our friends near the equator, but I have Caleb Williams 30-1. You want to talk about a sharp? You want to talk about a reason you got to listen to the episodes in the off season? Caleb to win MVP is down to like 15-1. I almost, obviously if I'm a Bears fan, I'm still playing it, but at 30-1, that's a much different number. And then, I don't know. I think when you look around at how to play the ceiling of what if Caleb does win the MVP, now that the MVP price is down to 15-1, Sean. Well, if he wins the MVP, what are the chances he drags one of his receivers with him on a transcendent season?
Yeah, I gave out Odunze offensive player of the year at 150-1.
Put me down for that as well. Cause I think I understand the Burden case. And it's hard to argue, but Burden's offensive player of the year price is 100-1. Loveland's is 100-1. So in that exercise, I'll take the long shot.
Well, and I don't think a tight end's winning.
Fair, but I would say Burden. Well, I think Burden has like the explosive ceiling play to play. Roma Dunze is the alpha receiver who's going to, double digit touchdowns, all that good stuff. So we're on the 150-1.
Did you pick up that audio over on your end?
It might have come through. Maybe that was the static your chat was hearing on the.
That was me. That was me ripping ass. I wonder if that came through. Kramer, yes. So yes, to finish my plays, Roma Dunze 150-1 offensive player of the year. Loveland over 824.5 receiving yards. I think he has an awesome year. I can't quite get there for offensive player of the year. His touchdown stuff isn't out there, but I was super high on Loveland.
What do you want touchdown wise?
Oh, his over. What's the number at? 5.5.
Hold on, I'll pull it up.
And then first touchdown spotlight for me. This one was easy, and we didn't talk about him at all, understandably. But Ben Johnson brought over Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond still owes me money for a couple. Now he's hit at least once for me, but he got close a couple of times. The fact that Ben Johnson went out of his way to bring Khalif Raymond over here, that's going to be a smash spot, and his price is going to be crazy high. So love me Khalif Raymond.
Colston Loveland to score 8 touchdowns is 3-1.
Okay, that's what I'll toss in there.
He's going to have at least 10.
Let's see. 10 is 8-1. I almost like the 3.
I'll do the 8. I'll get rid of the yards and just do the 8 touchdowns 3-1.
8 touchdowns at 3-1 seems like a pretty decent. I mean, what's his total is probably 5.5 or 6.
So what do you think? 4? Yeah, 5.5.
I think him to have 5 is minus 200 or something like that. So the Green Book has, if they don't have your players over unders, if you go into the player milestones, they have pretty much every player at 5, 8, and 10 receiving touchdowns, and then they keep going up from there. So
also a reminder for everyone coming out for contest weekend, Brad has offered his services to be a whore negotiator.
Perfect.
If you want, well, you don't want to get ripped off by a whore, and you get Brad. We'll negotiate you a great fair price.
And yeah, you guys get to exchange phone numbers. It's a full-time thing.
It's always funny. My wife will be like, "Oh, what'd you talk about on the show?" And I'm like, "Nah." Do I explain the whore negotiator?
No, because
probably
she won't
not.
It's not safe.
She won't understand how it's funny that one of our listeners is a certified whore negotiator. Well, she won't, and then her brain will go to other places. Are you negotiating whores?
We gotta get a shirt in the store. NSFW, not safe for wife.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it feels pretty strong. How do we not see that before? I don't know how you. The question I have for J Mark is there a linebacker or a safety that we think can rack up so many tackles because this defense is bad? No, and that's. How do you play it otherwise? Like that, there's nothing on the defensive. I guess that's how a safety wins the award, is that he has an incredible amount of sack. He gets a couple sacks, has a couple turnovers. Well, again, Olan liked him at 20-1 to win the Rookie of the Year. But
I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
J Mark, do you have anyone for first touchdown you're going to be on? I know you're busy on the CFL Gambling podcast. Giving out do you give out
first Rouge?
Do you give out a first Rouge play, or is it still first touchdown?
First touchdown, no first Rouges. And they changed the rules with the Rouge, so you don't see as many anymore either.
That's got to piss Colby off.
Colby can't be happy.
They still have the regular kickoff though. First touchdown guy that I'm going to look at. I know Colston Loveland is the stud, but Cole Kmet is still a guy. I mean, we saw him catch that touchdown in that Rams game when Loveland went out. So yeah, give me Cole Kmet. I think he's going to have a really juicy number. So I'm going to take that.
And maybe even, as we get along in training camp, even that, rookie they drafted, tight end Roush. Sam Roush.
Don't spoil my reveal. That's who's on my list here. This guy, Sam Roush, out of the tree, aka Stanford. Yeah, he's the third tight end. So he'll be in that 80-1 sweet spot, I would imagine, Sean. And the first time we get to play the Bears in a primetime game will be against your Philadelphia Eagles, Week 3.
So Philly defense could play there.
Possibly, they could be on the card. You're going to want to tune in. Actually, 100%. I'll tell you right now, it's good. There's going to be tight ends on this card.
Yeah,
tight ends will be on the card.
Good times. A lot of fun as always, breaking down the Chicago Bears. If you missed the phrase that pays, go back, check it out so you can get in for your chance to win $1,000 NFL future. If you have subscribed to the podcast, go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/jacket for your chance to win. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Listen to the entire podcast for free, and don't toss us a little thumbs up. Don't toss us a subscribe. What are you doing? Support us and support yourself. Smash that subscribe button. Check out J Mark and his wife Miranda on the Old Fashioned Football podcast, as well as the CFL Gambling podcast. We'll see if the UFL is still a league. I know that's always up for debate.
Well, we've lost a couple key franchises.
Yeah, we did lose the Gamblers.
Rest in peace. And the Birmingham Stallions.
Oh no.
Yep.
League's falling apart. Well, we can worry about that in the spring. J Mark, good luck to your Bears, except against the Eagles, of course. And Kramer, what do we got on tomorrow night? What's the show?
We're talking more football. It is the New England Patriots Monday night. We will have a couple special guests.
Great.
The Denver Broncos on Tuesday, which
it's a baby fucking wheel, man.
For those who have been listening for a long time, we believe we'll be joined. We'll see. He's got the sat phone set up, but we believe we'll be joined by Dick Olson.
Wow.
Live from his cave. He has some stories to share.
They're really good too. If you've ever listened to a Dick Olson appearance, you got to tune it. I assure you.
Wednesday we'll be talking Hall of Fame game picks. Thursday we have Superchargers super fan Justin Decker in studio, and then Bengals, a tradition like none other. Justin Wood chops it up.
Literally. I know everyone says football's back. Football is back. Football is actually back. The Hall of Fame game kicks off on Thursday. Let's go. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money greenies, Ryan.
Bears, Giants, NFC Championship game.
Kramer, let it ride. No.
I'm wet.
Wah, 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 wah.